Hello everybody, we are back with some more practice for the interregional qualifier coming up in just a couple days now. Today's Thursday and it starts on Saturday. There's like a 1 or 2% chance that I actually won't be able to play, but it's so low, I should be able to. But anyways, the title of this I'm calling Last Second Changes because I put a lot of thought into teams I've been running, what I can do, because this is the team I've been playing with for most of this patch, honestly. It's fun. It has a lot of good matchups. It has quite a few tools, but it just feels a little weak. And so I'm going to try going back to the melee core for this. You'll see I changed a few things around. Those of you that know this team, I've used many different variations of it in the past. I dropped Scaravolt and Gario because both of those suck against Volphy, who's like one of the top Tems of the patch. And frankly, I didn't want to deal with it. I just wasn't having it. Also, Gario can't touch Platamus or Oceara, just waters in general, really. And Scaravolt wasn't doing much. It's not even a fire type until turn 3, so it's like playing a mono electric with more weaknesses. Anyway, so I'm gonna bring Grumper, and I've also got Tortonite here. Because I know that in these tournaments, you usually see teams that are just a little bit different from ladder. Usually there's a higher amount of like bulky toxic teams, even if it's just by 1 or 2, but I almost never see them on ladder. I was doing some practicing on ladder on stream, off stream, and I never ran into even one of them. So we're gonna kind of. I'm hoping that adding these two will give me a better matchup into that, because Tortonite completely walls Toxics and can also hit them back. And then Camo plus Grumper should help quite a bit. Platamus is just kind of broken, and I need something to counter my extreme fire weakness. I almost never recommend having 4 of 1 weakness, but I'm going to be fishing for fire types, I think. So, if anyone's watching and wants to change their team to add another fire on there, go ahead. Essentially, my plan is to just ban Tolkien every game and hopefully threaten out Hazrats with my triple wind. Hello, Workman and Lulu. Last second change is scary. I know, I know. They just... oh. Yeah, good luck, have fun. See, like, he's got no fire types here, so I shouldn't have to worry too much. I don't know if this is actually the team you're planning on running in the tournament, but looks kind of fun. Sleep control. Definitely gotta respect Moala. I'm sure that's a Hypnotist Moala. I think I saw him playing around with it seemed like a 700 bulk Moala, which makes sense. Moala wants to survive 2 turns so he can get its ability off. That's the main reason you use Moala. And you can kind of supplement its attack stat with the Zen meditation you're probably getting off during the Hypnotist sleep turns. Triple mental's kind of bad for me though. Start off picking everyone's favorite, Platamus here. He's one of my 2 spread move users, and I'd like to have something up against Mix. Not sure what turn 1 moves he's running on his Moala. I guess this is kind of an interesting lead because you want to kill the Moala so it doesn't get Hypnotist off, but you can't just let Mashuk roam free either. I think we go Tort here. I know bringing Tort into double melee sounds kind of bad, and no, I'm not running Reactive Vial. But I need to threaten out the Moala. And I'm not too afraid of like a heli kick or an uppercut from Mashuk. At least not before it gets a tireless boost. Mashuk wants to click Wastewater and Turbo anyways. Here's my Broccoli. Probably because it's really nice against Golzy, which I really don't have the luxury of banning here. That means Saku's going to be really important. Walls Lawali, walls Whiplump, hits Mudrid, and also smacks Golzy pretty well too. A Frond Whip hurts Golzy real bad. So does a Narco. Gotta be careful narcoing into a Golzy though, because Diffuser can turn off my energy drink. I'm gonna go Grumper and Tutu. Grumper so I have a little bit better of a matchup into Golzy. And Tutu just so I have another win to threaten out Mashuk. Ah, the Moala has marbles too. That sucks, I hate that item so much. Just swapped a Moala. I almost used Rotten Goo on the... on that slot, but I decided against it. Just a heli kick. Definitely a tireless Mashuk. With Synergy, I don't think it'll be able to kill. I'm gonna gamble that my Platimus is faster with a Synergy Rotten Goo than Tornado. Can't say for sure though. I don't have as much speed in this Platimus as I normally do. I can still change spreads around, but we do have to have our teams locked in today, as I believe, so... wanted to get some practice games in. He stays in. Unless it's like a base speed Whiplump. And it lives on 2%. Okay, that sucks. Now he'll get a Synergy Turbo off and kill my Plat with the Tornado. Yeah, I needed to use Rotten Goo on turn 1. He went for the Wastewater though, so that helps a little bit. Toots will be good here to get a Feather Gatling off. I don't know how fast the Whiplump is for sure. I can Sludge Gift it. And that would kill it before it gets a Water Cannon off. Swap the Mashuk. He's getting his Moala in on a swap. One turn of Hypnotist will be off. Yeah, that's a very bulky Moala. So he's gonna try and Plague and probably Transient my Grumper to finish it off. Swap in Saku. Saku's not very threatened on this board, and it won't even be put to sleep because of Energy Drink. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna throw another Feather Gatling at the Moala though, so it's in range to die to a Narco hit. Marble's chip hurts though. Oh, but he goes for the Tutsu, predicting my swap. I could have lived the double in and killed the Moala. I just wasn't certain what he was gonna do. He wanted the Tutsu down so that his Mashuk is a lot more free. So that makes sense. Yeah, I think this was just gonna be an L. Turbo into Zen Med. Trying to give my Saku some sustain on the board here, but it ain't gonna be enough. I probably should have just gone for the Mashuk and Pickman. Because it completely walls Brock, it completely walls Saipat. It outspeeds Saku. Oh, it completely walls Plotamus too. It's just such a good defensive type combo. Can live a resin trap from the Wally. But Saku doesn't like taking a wastewater. He might even heli kick here just to make sure. Oh my! Oh, I forgot about the Zen Med. Duh. Yeah, I never stood a chance. Very low attack investment shook. Nash, hello. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying. Appreciate the follow as well. GG's. I definitely should have banned the Mashuk and pick ban. Could have dealt with the Pocus since you didn't. Oh, I got the wrong Tems out here. This isn't good. Yeah, I forgot how much of a problem Mashuk is from this team. Can't run from this encounter either. Why didn't I put any good moves on this? Team am I using today? I'm using a modified version of my melee core, Tutsu core. Bit scared to turn your double tooth. Yeah, Yeah, I should have acknowledged if you wanted to kill the Tutu. I was too busy thinking that you would try and kill Grumper with like a Plague Transient, but I was confident I would have lived that anyways, so... Nice. And let's go get the Adora from my box. Or the two Drakaches, I think, actually. Didn't speed info on Grumpy, was scared of it. I was speed Mao and double with melee. Yeah, I would have thought you were just gonna go for the transient, thinking the plague would be a lot, but I guess that's definitely fair. Yeah, your Moala's got to be like base speed. I have so much bulk in that thing, or maybe I didn't look enough at the bulk it got in compensation for the hypnotist change. I know they love throwing bulk on everything. Oh no, they're over here. That's right, I moved them. It was a slow whip lump too. Could have predicted that turn one would have saved me at least one headache. There's no reason to not click Rotten Goo there. This is why we practice. I'm just letting you get the Mao mix combo. Like hallucination shenanigans or something. Seems a bit too digi-weak for my tastes, but maybe it works. +2 horror and +2 black hole. Interesting. I guess that's fair. You cage them so they can't swap their... Just gotta hope they don't have it. And they're not gonna bring a mental into that either because you got the mix. Rock Band? That's a bit strange. Why would I face 2 mixes in a row? Come on. So uncommon. Gotta ban the Gallios though, because my team's a bit slower. I don't want to just get slept to death. Not very good. Kazu to build a team. One horror hypnotist shenanigans. Yeah, I mean, it looks fun. Besides, like Pokus slowdown. the only slowdown I can respect is Grumper slowdown. If I recall, this is the hook kick Venmet, so I gotta watch out for that. It can actually do damage. believe 2 Nox bombs should still kill an Oshiara nowadays. But I guess I don't know. Fix the mix anyways. Probably gonna ignore the Venmet turn 1 and then Feathergat into CPG. Only reason he'd pick the mix here is because it'll either self spikes or it can live the CPG, so that's why I got a double. Got enough Oshiara counters. Wolfie's okay. Ulren's a little annoying. He banned one of my fires, so Tyrannac's not like a must ban or anything. I think we'll go with the Vola. If he banned Grumper, it would be kind of rough. I'd have to make sure something from my lead survives. And it might end up being like a 2-line for mix trade here. Psypat ban, interesting. Pick up the Grumper anyways. I'll grab Platamus just because it's broken. That's why I also don't stack too many Fire Weeks in front of that Tyrannac in case. Senpai, hello, welcome. Go Saku. Saku can threaten Venmet with a Narco if need be. Walls Volfi can sort of go even with Fortnite. Got to Diamond. Oh, that's awesome. Congrats. Mix was a pleasant surprise, not in your TemTS team, but it's been doing really good. Yeah, I gave it a. It's a very team checky Tem. I tried it a few times. Usually, if people don't have enough counters to it, they'll just ban it. And if they do have enough counters, it's not an issue, and it sucks just to use. So, well, on times when it works, it definitely works. I tried doing this is gonna be Tyrannac. Okay, I can kill that with double Nox Bomb next turn. Decently fast with 3 prio spam, it's hard to make it useless. It's a squishy Tyrannac. Two-Vine's probably dead to a C-Spikes from Mix, anyways, at this point. Reiner, hello, welcome. Yeah. I wondered if he'd do this. That's why I clicked the Feathergat. I don't, unless it's a zero bulk mix, which actually it might be. Of course. He can't refresh at least, but yeah, that sucks. Oh, and now tag team. Okay, that's kind of dumb. See, I feel like running zero defense mix is so risky now. It's more often than not, you're gonna have to take a hit. I know you'll have a lot of things naturally, but Tuvine and Chimerian are definitely common. Stuff like a Fiery Soul doesn't even knock you into range, I don't think, anymore. From a weaker Heater Tolkien. Lots of Sludge Gifts from Volfies won't even knock you in. Mix has pretty solid special defense. I just usually, in my mix, I tried investing like 200 or 300 just straight defense. He's taking a lot of time to think, but I'm still not in a great position here. I don't think my Turbine allowed speed is Ninja unless he's base Venmet. Maybe he's debating on saving Ninja. Yeah, so he's just gonna double into Tutsu like a Ninja and Psy Surge, and he'll just leave Tuvine alive for next turn. Oh, okay, that's like worst case scenario. Come on. He gets a. I want to swap one of them out and get holds off. I want to. I won't. I wanted something else in to get holds off, but now I can't have that. Tag team griefing bad trait. It's kind of funny how it's actually working against me here. This works though. I could try sludge gifting the mix. Yeah, I probably will. He's just gonna swap to Volfi. I was debating on Thunder Striking. Swap to. Oh, I mean that works, I guess, too. Just keep the mix alive. Yeah. Sea Spikes. Platymus should be able to live a Sea Spikes plus Plague. Neither are real strong moves. Nope, that's a max special attack Volfi. Figures. He's going for Psy Surge to keep stamina up. I'm gonna be a little bit risky and swap in Grumper here, expecting Tort to come in. I'm playing from behind here. I just don't have nearly enough spread moves to deal with a mix that's barely gotten a range by like 5 health. It doesn't quite kill. Double screen. Another denigrate. Grumper's gonna be doing negative damage. Oh no, I got camo, so it wiped the first one more or less. That seemed a bit risky. I could have gone for DV and Frond Whip and that would have killed both. Mix will OX if it attacks here. I think even Emanip will get it. I don't know how much speed he has in the Tort. I think it's gonna be close if Saku can manage against Venmet and whatever's left here, but he's trying to get a hold off. I can use Aquatic on the Tort. And that should kill it. And then I try and boomerang the Venmet and hope I'm faster. Wow, we speed arrowed and he won. Oh, that sucks. That super sucks, dude. Losing to the speed arrow. Because if I would have, Platimus would have lived there, that would have demanded another hit. Saku could have afforded. I have to rest here. I think does sweatband work when you're... Yeah, I don't have enough health for this. Unfortunately. I can't even use Lifeful Sap because he can push it off right away with handcuffs. Narco does more than Boomerang. Yeah, everything that could go wrong this game did. You just get those sometimes. Not much you can do about it. Speed Arrow, starting back earlier when both my Tems lived when I wanted them to die. Mix getting into Puppet Master by 2% health. Doesn't help that Mix is such a crack typing against my team too. GG. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, honestly, like when I was putting this team together, I wasn't sold on the Platypus slot. I'd like something that can better deal with slower, stallier teams. I was thinking it would be really fun to have a reactive vial execution Molgu. I think that would have fit perfectly, but they removed execution from Molgu back in 1.4. I don't have any clue why. Like, it's kind of it's a really unique move. Just leave it, and if somebody wants to use it, let them. Why stop them? I don't get it. So that was sad. Maybe we'll face something that's not a mixed team here. And we'll face like a double Fire Mashuk team. I don't know what I do against that either, but that's more specific. Mixed teams, I think it's a bit more equal against. I just gotta play it well. Like now knowing that that is a slower Venmet and a max attack Volphy and a zero defense mix, I would have played those turns completely different. I would have just thrown CPG at mix and then used a Feathergat on the Venmet. And that way, turn 2, I could have hit Venmet twice, and 2-Vine would have survived when the Tyrannac was on the board. So that would have been nice. Against Toadline now, so the mentals keep coming. Man, if I just had my Sparks Digi team, this would be so much easier. Ah, oh, it's good to get practice against counter teams. Yeah, I mean Toad's cool. I respect him for keeping up with the theme, the strategy he's got. It's just not something I wanted to see right now. I'm just thinking, I'm gonna lead Tort Saku. Because Tort can outspeed Pocus, max speed Pocus. And it can also at least get a Rotten Goo off next to Nagase under Decidora, so. Jutsu's probably getting banned here because that's my best swap in for this guy, Tort Knight. Not afraid of. Oh, this is a Water Custodian Naga, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. Forgot about that for a bit. It's not DA. In other words, I cannot take advantage of Frond Whip and Rotten Goose, so don't want to deal with it. Toad's your stuck bro, helps you when you get stuck in the game. Fun. Yeah, Toad was on my team for the last league tournament. Got to know him a bit better, it was fun. Still gotta run some more draft matches when I get a chance. gonna go with Saipat here. Just because it's faster. Should actually really check max speed Pocus. I think it's 304, 306. One of the other. 304. My Saipat, I think, is just under that. Let's get some chip on Volphy. Ooh, that's a rough turn. That's a ton of damage, alright. A Frond Whip should kill none. Frond Whip Nox Bomb. I could think about it. He has nothing in the back to resist a Frond Whip. He could swap Mudred in on the Lawali slot, but why would you want to swap swap Mudred in front of a melee? Turbos has got Speedy Momo. That's not great for me. Just living a second Nox Bomb. That's actually quite unfortunate. I'm still gonna... A turbo throws everything off. I don't need Tutsu for anything here. So getting the Lawali in range to die to whatever move Saku can get off on it is good. Or some chip damage on Pocus. I'm okay with that as well. Ah, Mom's Lunch. Embark on Saku. Fuji still has enough to get a Feather Gatling off. It's a very squishy Pocus. I can get a Frond Whip off with Saku, but... Oh no, the Momo lived. Why? The narco hit nerfs from like 3 patches ago. Why must you work against me? I'm gonna swap out Tutsu. And I'm gonna Frond Whip the Pocus. If I can get rid of Pocus, that's definitely worth. Fortnite doesn't have a lot of great boards. It's weak against the Earths and can take a Hypoxia from Lawali, especially now that it has Turbo. Ooh, it's gonna be close. If this is like a max special attack Gamma, I do not live. Oh. Nice. I'm a little surprised he didn't double in. Maybe he expected me to swap. Which makes sense. Focus is down. I can swap out Saku now, bring it in later against Lawali Volphy. It won't be great, but it'll be something. I'm gonna bring Tutsu back in, just so I can keep the synergy for Crystal Dust, and then throw that at the Momo. Because with synergy, my Torch should be able to outspeed a max speed Mudred even. And maybe he'll swap into a Volphy or something just to take the hit. Yeah. That's okay. Iron coating. That's fair. I mean, but it doesn't have a lot of great items. Must have the fake beard on something else. I'm just gonna bring Saku back in. It's not the best thing ever, but kind of works. It's basically a swap Mudrid or die situation. Because there's no way he can kill Tutsu here, especially through tag team. Allergic spread, interesting. That did quite a bit of damage to Saku, I guess because of the bark. Oh, double spread. I was not expecting that. Mudrid still goes down, but Wally's still around, still kind of an issue. That Marbles proc could be important. Definitely could be. I'm predicting a potential Wally swap for Wolfie. That's why I click Feather Gatling. But I don't know for sure. He wants to keep Lawali alive for Saipat. Momo might just self-knock out here. Probably not quite. Yeah. That was a good play. I think I lose. Ooh, no, he went for the Plague instead of the Resin Trap. Resin Trap would have killed 100%. I don't think there's any World Out Sped either, unless it's a base speed Lawali. I guess he wanted to keep it up. Okay, so yeah, I should have Nox bombed the Lawali there. I was thinking I calced my Saipat to live. But I don't know if I can live a Resin Trap from a max special attack botanist Lawali. It'll probably be extremely close. My option here is I could try to Venomous Claws and finish it. I do have Shinobi Tactics, Shrin's Horn, so even resisted it does a decent amount of damage. Say we test it, because this has the highest chance of testing both situations of can I kill it and can I live the hit. Okay, Resin Trap 100% would have killed. 100%. He's not running it. Oh, that was a bit too late. Yeah, I got him though. GG. Not running Resin Trap. I guess that's why he had Ace Spread, Plague, Turbo, and Hypoxia. Yeah, so he revealed all that, and I just didn't pay attention. GG's. See, so like Resin Trap is a very strong move. A difference of 25 BP I think is relevant. Especially on the Wale when it's Botanist, you get an extra 15% damage. But the double spread moves did also give him the advantage earlier. Counting moves has never been something I'm good at. I always just assume a Tem has every 4 basic moves that it runs. And even if they're running something different, I always assume it's always in the flex slot. Alright. Neo. Alright. So he's got a fire. I'm a shook. I'm gonna ban the Hedgen. Could try facing off against the Mashuk again. I don't want to let Hedgen through because 1, it counters me. 2, there's a move flank. I almost missed the move flank just because Umbra, but I got it. All the Enigma buddies in queue, that's true. Good to see y'all online. You're helping keep the game alive. Another Brock. Brock's been banned like first the last 3 games, right? I mean that helps me because that's one less thing to worry about Mashuk wise. He doesn't have a whole lot to deal with Tuvine here. I guess people love their Volfies, that's why they ban Brock. I think I burnt my tongue on some. Don't know what though. Yeah, so this is the lead he wanted by banning Brock. It's a free Saku lead. Banning the Mashuk now since it wasn't picked first. I think I'm gonna leave Saipat behind here, but we'll see. I want Platamus for the swap in for Tuvine turn 1. But between these two, that baits in Volarend 100%. So I'm gonna bring Grumper, counter that. And then that means he'll probably want to bring in Nesla, so he has a counter outside of Wolfie. And so now I bring in Tort to counter Nesla. So the pieces are all there, it's just what order they're played in. I'm gonna boomerang the Volphy turn 1 and hopefully follow up with a Frond Whip on it turn 2. But I don't know if things will go that smooth. I don't even know if that kills 100%. The Voloran comes into one of the two slots, it's just a question of which slot is it. No handcuffs on the Volphy. No handcuffs on the Volphy. This is one of those games where I kind of wish I had Pedal Dagger. Ooh, so much damage. Alright, I Rattengoo the Oshiara, and I Frond Whip the Volphy. If Volphy dies, that's perfect. My guess is the Oshiara is going to be the one to stay in. Nope. Voloran. Oh yeah! Yeah, Volphy stay now. That's the second part of the plan. No, okay. That's fair. Maybe it'll be in range to die to an aquatic. Probably. With like special defense isn't as good as its physical. Grumper has more use against Valash. Tuvine's really only useful against Volorend. So I want to make sure Tuvine's on the board, Volorend is. Tuvine also has some pressure against Oshiara. Yes. Platymus will probably, more than definitely likely, go. Okay. So that is an aerobic Volorend. Good to know. Not what I wanted to deal with right now, in the slightest. Yeah, I don't really have anything I can do about that. Kind of just had to eat the hit, which sucks. Bring in Tort now. Like, Platymus has done its job. Tuvine, if Volorend goes down, has done its job. If I can get the endgame to be Saku and Grumper versus Valash, Oshiara, well, I guess I don't want... Yeah. Still not great. Crystal Dust on the Volorend. I'm just gonna Feathergat the Oshiara, because one more move won't kill the thing. Dang, he did swap to Volphy. surprised by that choice. Yeah, I think that's just kind of game. I don't. I couldn't swap in Grumper to eat the Dust Vortex here. And then Grumper just eats a Water Blade, Sea Spikes, and can't do anything. I'm just considering if it would be worth it to kill the Valash here. I'm pretty sure the Oshiara runs Unseen Blow. Wait, it's a max speed Oshiara. Yeah, GG. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just had to make every single prediction right there, and I just lost almost all of them. GG. I thought the Volern was swapping, I should have doubled that slot instead of trying to kill the Volphy. That double swap did help him significantly though, because he needed Volphy alive. Running max speed Oshiara feels just like such overkill though, because everything that wants to outspeed Oshiara is, for the most part, is going to be running 221. Like you're gonna see most Volphys run 221 speed. GG. I do sacrifice a lot of speed on this team. We got a rematch. Still don't want to get sleep spammed. It's Enigma evening? Yeah, yeah. Lots of Enigma players today. Wolfie this time. Interesting. Yeah, that's... Oh. If I leave Saipat... The biggest thing I'm afraid of is the fire type. Pick Grumper first, just because I know I want it this game. I think I'd want Tort as well, and 2-2 is going to be a nice swap turn 1. Or 2 Vine. So I want to keep 2 Vine alive for Mix and Volerand. Oops, just realized I didn't have those turned on. Had them turned off for the recording of the draft league I did yesterday. Figured nobody cared about those on a YouTube video. I met Swap. Okay. Ooh. Trapped. I get Lifeful Sap though, so I'll be able to heal some damage off. I think I'm actually just gonna high toe the Volerand. No. So actually the Lifeful Sap there was awful because Wolfie can just plague me a second time and then trap me for 2 turns longer. No, but he didn't. Arrow, hello, welcome. Not that stupid mix again. Come on, Saku, do your thing. Okay, well, not anymore. Yikes. Got Toxic Plumes on a hold. On just one hold. Yeah, I've never liked Plume much. I hate the mixed playstyle too. Like, I love Mix, it's such a cool time, but it's so binary. I tried using it, and it just felt so awful. It was so bad. I mean, I'm sure he just swaps, or like double swaps here or something. At least Wolf is coming into one of the slots, I just don't know which one. Not like it really changes my game plan at all. This is what I get for trying to switch things up. At this rate, I'll just go back to my Sparks team. At least the Sparks team has more spread options. I've got like 4 or 5 on it. Won't lose to Mix. I don't know. I mean, like, this team isn't meant to be a ladder team. It's meant to be a tournament team. People play so much different stuff in tournament versus ladder. I don't want to take a gamble here that he's going to ignore the Grumper. But if I do that and he kills me, then I am screwed. I'm already in a bad spot though, and if he just Dust Vortexes and uppercuts 2 Vine, I'm not in much better of a spot. I'm just gonna swap in my 2 lowered attack Tems. If one of them dies, it doesn't matter too much. They're just kind of a nuisance on the team anyways. Yeah, that works. I'm swapping in Grumper because I'm pretty sure he's just going to double swap back to Volerin Mix. This gets me a little bit of tempo. If I'm wrong, I lose. But every single turn is just kind of like that. Because I'm playing from behind. Watch the DV on 2-2 spot now. It could very well be a Plague. Yeah, see, it was a Plague. I don't know why he didn't swap in Volerand at all there. I could have very easily high-toed the Volphy. I don't know, that was a weird turn. Volerand mix would have been perfect there. I would have lost all tempo and had no chance to come back at the game. Instead, he just does it this turn. %20 to Vola, let's go. It is the mix. I thought maybe it would be the Venmat to eat the Haito, but I was wrong. Could be worse. It'll just be something and then a denigrate. I don't think he'll try and see. Well, he's got the refresh up, so maybe he'll just see spikes and finish off 2-2. I could have tried swapping in Grumper next turn. That's just going to be a Volphy swap in. I don't know. I do not know how to come back from this unless I get every single turn prediction right. And I've already lost like 2 or 3, so I can try and hope he runs out of steam or makes a mistake, but chances are low. Oh man, even that does quite a bit of damage. I do not live to see spikes here. You serious? He gets another speed arrow win? Unbelievable. I guess it didn't matter because I couldn't kill the Volerand, but had I killed the Volerand, and then this losing because I couldn't Sledge Gift, the mix would have tilted me beyond belief, so. He's running out of swaps. He has to kind of just sack something. His Volerand dies to 1 more turbine from my 2 Vine. His mix doesn't have unlimited stamina. He has to kind of side surge here to conserve some. Probably Volphy. I think I click Feathergat. I hope a Feathergat plus -1 Frond Whip kills. Oh, it definitely does. I wish I could have saved the Frond Whip. But I needed it. to guarantee kill on Wolfie here. And there comes Oshiara, free Serbatios, nothing I can do about it. Get a life full so I can start healing on Saku a little bit. Not that it does much. I'll probably denigrate here. Lower my Torch special attack. Probably so that a Rotten Goo plus a Synergy Sea Dust won't kill the Oshiara. Probably not worth sacking health on Tuvine here. Maybe he'll run out of time and rest. Oh, he's got Sharp Rain. Run into so many people that run anything other. There's just so many different moves in the last Oshiara slot. Sharp Rain is not one of them. Usually it's Flood, other times it's Unseen Blow. That doesn't even kill. And one more of those will. I needed the synergy. It's gonna be a good day once Oshiara loses that move. I mean, though realistically last turn I should have swapped Tuvine out and swapped Saku back in. I would have kept Synergy Sea Dust, saved some health on Tuvine, and I would have lived the Water Blade anyways. No, it's far too late. I mean, Venmet is one hold off from Ninja. I don't think I could have killed it though. Yeah, GG. I just don't have spread moves. I don't have a mental 8 to deal with the stupid thing either. GG. Deja, thank you for the follow. They're not showing up on stream. It's kind of goofy. Bit of a rough day. Even seen a single Tolkien all day? I don't think so. No plats, no Hazrats. Plenty of Wolfies though. Still haven't gotten to play Brock once. Everyone's scared of the Brock. I get to go against Shirk. Okay. So I heard that there weren't a whole lot of people running the sleep spam teams, but I guess there are. Go ahead, ban the Saku. I have camo and bait. Lynx is there with Strangle to get the bait users. Adoro and Pocus are both extremely annoying. I'm gonna ban the Pocus though, because at least I have wins. Alright, let's just say Tutu can deal with Adoro. Nothing else can really deal with Pocus. He's gotta pick Adoro here no matter what. Adoro walls a lot of my team too. Ugh. Sucks. So, yeah, Adoro walls. Same things that Mashuk does. Oh, Brock, just because I haven't got to play it yet. No Jinx Whisper. Or, well, I shouldn't say that. It may not have Jinx Whisper. Time to go Google to the wiki. I never remember which of Galio's traits is which. Supernova is... Galios has lost HP, so I ignore the thing. And I go for the Venx. Galios player has to be jinxed. Well, they're not running Adrenaline Shot, but yeah, probably. I've run into like 3 or 4 Galios today. Lots of sleep spam, quite a few mix. And it is not what I've been prepared for. Snipepad's going to be valuable for me later. One more attack from Grumper won't kill Vinx, so I'm just going to use E-Storm. Hi, Brock. Yeah, I don't want to lose health on anything else here. Like, the special attack drop sucks, but whatever. No strangle there. So I will be able to at least do something on Brock this next turn. Did I calc my stamina wrong? Did I get marbles or something? I just calced it wrong. Alright, well, I'll have to fix that. Good. Glad to catch it now. Yeah, he's just gonna double in. My plague wouldn't have outsped the Venks. That's interesting. Wait, what did he use on Momo? Double edge? Refresh? Must have been a refresh. Yeah, he did go after Grumper. I figured, but I wasn't 100%. Now the question is, if I bring in Saipat, which slot does he swap Adoro into? Because he wants to swap out Momo. He can kill Broccolin with a transient if he keeps Gallios in. But if I attack Gallios and he keeps Momo in to just get a knockback off, then Saipat dies. And I get, like, no damage at all on the Adoro. We're gonna go. Alright. Not that there's a whole huge point to keeping Brock alive, but I wanted 2-Vine on the board against Adoro, and having a free death swap or a priority plague later is nice. Gallios probably swaps now, but it has its signature off hold, so it'll just come in later and use his signature on something. He's running out of recipients for it, though. You don't want to use it on a no-health Momo. He's swapping out... If he swaps out this turn, he has to either sack Momo or Zenareth. He actually stayed in. Dang, now I wish I used Venomous Claws. think it's still fine though. Saipat lives this because nobody invests more than like 200 attack in Adoro. Special attack, that is. Diabolo. I have to kill the Adoro here so it doesn't get like an inner spirit off. He's forced Glass Blade on the Zenith. Very interesting. I respect it. I think even a non-invested Seed Spikes would have done more damage. We just should ban ults. Ults on ladder. Are you seeing someone like sign up for the tournament this weekend? I just think there's no point in ults. Willpower drain? Hey, as long as that stupid Momo doesn't attack, I'm all happy. Yeah, see, it lived. What the hell? See, well, why do you buff the Momo if you don't think it's gonna die? Or if you think it's gonna die and you're using a prio move instead. I don't know. GG. Seems just kind of like a goofy team. He's probably just playing around with it. Did ban out a lot of sleep options though, and I had a lot of anti-sleep. Kind of why I moved away from sleep teams. It's just if you face anyone running more than 2 sleep options, you're just gonna be having a tough time. Bait camo being super common items and energy drink not being uncommon by any means. It's tough. Even stuff like whip. It's kind of like anti-sleep. You can push off the Crystal Deluge sleep with it. Eater Mom's Lunch Tolkien I've seen people use to push off sleep. Works on blue screen freeze as well. Some people even putting Mom's Lunch on their 2 wires now. It's common factors, only 1 turn. Matters less if it gets pushed off. And being able to get having the option for your Mashuk to OX turn 1 with Wastewater is also cool. For Tireless proc. Only gotten through like 13 encounters down this radar and the whole or no, I started at 48, that's right. Yeah. Trying to do a radar in between competitive matches is just so slow. I was hoping to get into Side Park and maybe search for a couple Chromions. I'll probably get there and get like an Earth or something. It's like, Earth is the only one I have. Give me something else, please. Burned a lot of my feathers too. Even yeah, couldn't even buy a soul binder if I bought one from somebody else. Digital, yeah, I feel really bad for the people who are getting female digitals. Kana, the one who does my emotes, she actually her 2 Luma encounters this week for the Chromions have been female digitals, both of them. That is the worst possible combination. If it's males, you can at least use the furt. And most other Chromion types, you'd want them to be female. But digital is just the worst. Like, digital Chromion will never really have a use. I think I still have one left from the batch of all 1SV pigment inverter digital Chromions I bred back a long time ago. It makes less sense now because Pigment Inverter got reworked, but back then it was like you literally can't hit anything super effective. You can only hit things not very effective because Pigment Inverter works against you. It's just the worst possible Tem in the game. I mean, I don't even particularly need a Chromion, because you get one, you unlock all the types on Showdown. I mean, I do like Toxic in Nature particularly, just because I've used them recently. Wind is cool, water's cool. Anything other than that is less cool. I always thought like using Crystal Chromion would be fun, but no matter how hard I think, I just can't come up with a reason to to use it. It only gets Sinner Typer and Deluge synergy with either Lawattle or Mix, and neither are Tems you really want on a team. Unless it's... Lawattle and Mix, you almost need a team to build around those Tems. But with Crystal Chromion, you'd be wanting to build a few Tems around that, and the Tems you'd need want their own teams, so it would just be a mess. If I ever go back to monotype theme team days, though, I think Crystal was going to be the next I give a try. Maybe sometime after they fix Iridescence, so I can run Iridescence Crystal Quish. I guess there's always a lull in the queue at this time. I don't know, I guess it's... I feel like it's still a bit early over in EU for people to be heading to bed, but maybe. Maybe they're just sick of Temtem at this point. I've been playing Temtem for the last 2 hours, and this sucks. And done. I can usually only handle about 10 games of Temtem in a day now, unless it's a tournament. I'm not sure how many rounds there's going to be this weekend, at least on Saturday. I think there was 31 signups last I saw. So we might end up with a 6-round Swiss, which would be kind of cool. Haven't had one of those in a while. At the same time, that's like 18 games. If each one goes to a best of 3, or goes to their 3rd match. Maybe we'll just finish the radar. Get to Cy Park faster than I thought. Yeah, the reason I used all my feathers is because I perfected like 3 Lumas. I had a Bun I was like halfway through perfecting. I had a Fomu that was pretty high stats, but I still needed quite a few hot fixes. I just bought like 99 boxes. Took me like 10 minutes to open all of them because you got to open each one individually. Then I got unlucky and only got like 10 of the types I needed. And a whole bunch of excess, the ones I already had lots of. I also perfected Mastion. Because it was one of the Tems I drafted for the draft league. Figured I might as well get it Luma since I had the OT sitting around. Well, that's actually all of my OTs now that are unique. So I actually gotta work on getting another Luma to perfect. That's kind of why I'm trying to do radar here, but still I have really bad radar luck on stream. Next radar I'll do is probably going to be the Umbra Saipat radar, since I haven't done that one. Still holding on to it. Oh, and I do have a perfect Saku, by the way. I just don't have Petal Dagger, because I didn't have Bark Shield on it when they switched the egg move. And Petal Dagger's not actually an ETC in the pool. I think they're finally looking into that, but it was a bit tough for a little bit. Alright, Digi Aggro team. Lots of options and things I don't want to face. Look at the ult you just played. Is it really an ult? Even if it is, doesn't matter. I'll pick Grumper so that he picks Wolfie. I want to ban either Monko or Cash, so the worst thing he could do for me is pick both. I'll take what I can get. Because Grumper beats Ragnit, Zalbian, and Gazma. Or I should say, I beat Zalbians as long as they're not running Frond Whip. It's happened before. It's happened. Drive me nuts. So I don't need Platypus for anything now since I banned Cash. So right now top priority is kill Munko. Then Zalbian doesn't have any Electro Punch synergy. I'm gonna bring Brock just because Tutu's weak to both the Digi and electric sides of this team. Brock will at least resist the electric, and if I swap in on a physical hit from Zalbian or something, or Ragnit if he picks it, then I can at least use it for that. He'll probably pick Platypus here though. Platypus gets walled by Tortonite. You know, no, I'm swapping in Brock turn 1 to deal with this garbage. I think. No marbles, no marbles. Yeah, no marbles. Alright, we click buttons. It's not a whole lot of decisions to make here. It's pretty much, does he swap the Munko? Yes. Okay, Brock gets in practically for free. Well, now there's two options. I can either double in the Ragnit and kill it before it moves. That doesn't live a double. Are you sure? It's about 40% stronger. I did 40%, I'd need to do an extra 50%, so it's not quite. It'll live on about 3% if I used Aquatic. So I would have to double. So the question is, does he swap Wolfie for Munko? Because if he... or Zalbian. So if he does, then I'd want to aquatic that spot. Okay. Okay. I wasn't expecting the Gazuma, but like, we take those. Yeah, that was a bit strange, but that's kind of game. That's kind of game. Wasn't gonna gamble that. What do you mean? He swapped in the Munko. It was obviously a very fast Ragnar, considering how well it didn't take that stupid AWW. Um, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I should have swapped plot out. Stalbion has marbles. Stupid item. Really? He did swap in the Volphy, alright. I thought he was going to stay in, try and get a Hurricane off or something. Ooh, Sparks. Well played. That'll probably break through my breakpoints now. Also let him actually do something on Gazuma rather than just die. But neither Zalbian nor... He could Turbine Tort and then bring in Ragnet. I almost clicked Electric Storm for that. Probably should have. That would be his best play here. But he just doesn't have enough anything to win. He can't leave Volphy till the end. Double on the Tort? That's even stranger. Wonder if it's maybe a slower Volphy. He didn't want to challenge my Grumper. It's very likely a Dust Vortex would have killed after that Sparks. Yeah, like I kill Zalbi and Ragnet's got nothing against me now. Rock could win this 1v1 easy. Oh, I forgot to put the 2 stam on my Grumper. See, there you go. Get to see if I live at least. I would have. Alright. Funny enough, I think that 14 health is what I healed off the sparks that he used. Inductor value. Yeah, GG. Getting some of those feathers back. Alright, I am going to just quickly fix my spread here. The only reason I'm turning off my screen is because I am planning on using this team this weekend. And Grumper's a Tem that you don't have a consistent speed break point on, so I don't want to give that away any more than I have to. Oh no, it's my locked code. Yeah, I'll let some of these last Pupways spawn. Maybe there'll be a Luma on stream while I hop over to Battlefy and then type in the new code. What is that team? Why is there another mix? Are you serious? Did mix like I go to sleep and then I wake up and all of a sudden it's just like mix 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 mix. That's, oh man, that's I. Why has it got to be with this team? I would have loved to face mix with like every other team I've run this season. You know what? I'm just not having it. Nope. We're done. We're done playing games here. No, no more mix. Magneton mix, please no. All right. So he's gonna have some like Ukama Acronox garbage. Oh, I'm gonna water cannon and the venom spread. Like winning my type advantage. It's true the 2-Van doesn't have any statuses it can apply to push off the nullify. So I won't be able to hit the thing with Grumper this turn or anything. This would be a time where with the old Sting I just pick Broccolum. And if he stings to push off my status, I get evasion. I guess we just go Tort. I mean, Tort's pretty good in this matchup. I double into the 2-wire turn 1. I should put 2-wire in range to die to see Spikes turn, or even see Dust turn 2, while I hit the Acronox with a wind move. Ban's my other Rotten Goo user, and I have 3 melees remaining. So I have to imagine he wants to pick Naga, and I'm not gonna let him. Not that I like the options remaining, but like it's what we got. He's gonna pick Garender for sure. For that reason, I'd like to save Tort. I just don't think it's going to be a luxury. I'll have this match. We'll see how much damage the 2-wire takes turn 1. If I can kill it with the turbine, maybe I will. Maybe I'll scare him into picking the Zyzer instead. Like, oh, there's a Grumper. Oh, there's a Tortonite. Come on, pick the Earth. Pick the Earth. You don't want to pick the Grunder. Grumper completely walls you. Just ignore the Ukama, Lawali, and the Acronauts. Yeah, woo, let's go. Yeah, that was a strange choice. Oh, maybe it'll work against me. Like I only have Brock and Tutsu to go against the Zyzer, but I think even just those two will be enough. Rocklum has so much value this game. It's the mom's lunch too. So he will be able to trap through bait. Definitely gonna only Feathergat. He'll probably just push off the status on the Tort and then go for that. With a wind move from 2-wire. %. Overclock? Hold up, you're not... What is... Cannot compute. Guess his plan was to get enough speed to outspeed me, probably with a Feather Gatling. There's no way he's running both Turbine and Feather Gat. Maybe he doesn't even have Feather Gat turn 1, and assumed there was no point in clicking Faraday Cage, so he just wanted the speed boost. Maybe thinking that I'd double Acronox. So Steam the Tort. Gen 5, yeah. Best gen. Let's save Tort for later, bring in 2-2. Lawale comes in. He uses Rockfall. Hopefully Lawale plagues. I survive. And then just get a Nox Bomb off before going down. Backhanded, please. I mean, I won't live a resin trap. I'm sure I can live most other stuff. Yeah, see tag team value. Does he have speed in his eyes there for piercing wheel? He has speed in it, but that's a quicksand. Very questionable quicksand. Rock gets lots of value here. I'm fine even if I do take a piercing wheel on either of these Tems. But just in case I can somehow outspeed the Zyzer, I'm gonna go for it. I don't know what speed breakpoint it's at. Swaps it out. Acronox. Darn, I should have clicked. Should have clicked Soul Shout. Wrapping the Tutsu. Okay, that's fine. Also, I think Plague actually does kill the Acronox to health. Marbles value. Stupid item. So his plan is to bring in 2-wire. And then he'll piercing wheel with the Zyzer. Nope, still not. I still have my Tort in the back, which has enough health that it can 1v1 Ukama. Ukama has drill, that's lame. Could I have attacked with Tutsu? Yes. Did I feel like it? No. Yeah, I was getting outsped there, but any move I clicked would have OX'd me. Didn't think it was worth it. This player played very strange. I wonder if it's a new team for them. They didn't seem very familiar with it. A Soul Shout safe stam. Grumper's just green circle bait here. He still fell for it. sure what his endgame plan is here. Maybe we'll see if he has Blizzard. I'll click Rotten Goo just in case. Oh, it's Plethora Kukama. He'll definitely outspeed. He's had a 25 kill streak in COD. GG's. I think you had a lot of potential there to play around with Common Factor. You just gotta get used to it a bit more. Common Factor is such a strong trait. Take advantage of it as much as you can. Even at 2-wire is one of the times when I was wrong. I looked at the thing in the patch notes after they changed it, and I'm like, man, this is gonna be garbage now. But nah, it's just as good, if not better. It's a bit more flexible as a Tem now, compared to what it used to be. I just checked to see if anyone from my draft session was online. I hadn't pinged anyone, but figured if somebody was around we could play. Probably only play another match or two. Probably 2, try and round it off at 10 games today. Not looking like we'll get lucky with any pump waste here today, which is a little unfortunate. Come on. Okay, it was only a single encounter. Got 1, maybe 2 more encounters left. Oh, and we'll get right back to that after these messages. Or, I mean, comp match. Feel so bad with the normal Saku on this team. Well, alright, so it's Inky, Raiken, Tataru, Golzi, Aohi, and Oshiara, for anyone who needs to know. There's 2 fire types here, which is kind of the bane of my existence. So at least ban the one that scales. Okay, so he's either gonna pick... He'll probably pick Volfi and Aohi. Picking Saipat first, potentially scare off the Aohi. Because I want to ban that. Very, 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 very bad. Works for me. My Grumper has an amount of speed that would outspeed a max speed Inky. Inky fans beware. Unless you have a really stupid bulky. Flippin' Inky. Which it very well could be. I've seen a lot of bulky Inkies lately. They'll have double screen and like 200 HP invest, and it's enough to live. Not sure why there was a Tutsu ban there. I think I'm just gonna ban Mooflank, just because it's faster than most of my team and can do a lot of damage. I have plenty of counters to these three here with Broccolum, Saku, and Tort. Leaving 2 Vine out here. Gonna click Nox Bomb here. He's got no way to seize. Does more damage if he swaps, and I'm not afraid of him killing, so. Guess I should have banned. No, I banned Mooflank, which wasn't an Umbra either. I was like, I should have banned something that wasn't an Umbra. Allow him to have the full Umbra squad, at least in game. Yeah, that's fair. And that's dead. Fair enough. Still good damage on Tataru. Dead Golzy. Just throw a ninja, because once Volfi dies, the game's over. Yeah, pretty solid damage. 57%. Free evasion. Camouflage is a broken trait. just bring in Tort for the green circle bait. Lucas, thank you for the sub. I really appreciate it. Hello, hello to you as well. 3 months, you get a badge upgrade too. That was a swap that was made. Guess it wasn't as bulky of a inky as I had initially thought. Soft touch held anger. Can't help. That was interesting. The tattoo came from like the center of the field and like came over instead of just going across. I have not seen that. It's just a visual bug, so it doesn't matter, but it's very interesting. Got the fun new emote too. Today's the last day to join the tournament, right? Yes. You have to have your teams locked in today. GG's Kai. Yeah, somehow we went from 1 to 4 to 5 and 4, so that's nice. Stop saying Enigma players and started winning. Yeah, you Enigma players got some goofy teams, stuff I can't beat. Why is there gotta be a Tolkien on this team? No, I hate fires. He's got so many swap-ins for water hits too, so it's not like I could just... That's interesting. Out of all the things you can lead, you choose Volfi. Why? I fail to understand. Trust me to beat the stall teams, you don't have to think about them. Ah, Feynman, but that's the thing. I was thinking that you were going to beat the stall teams. No, so I put a lot of thought into it. Because I feel like in this meta, you can't win every match. You're just going to have some losing matchups. And honestly, I haven't been able to come up with a team this season that beats stall. So I'm just going to have to take the L if I run into Tsubaki or Geno. I have Tortonized Garden on the Tort and like Show Off on 2-2, but it's I know that I don't have the damage. What was your plan? Yeah, I would have thought that having a reset user and some sparks and just high damage output would be enough, but it's not. I'd be curious to hear from them what beats them, but I don't think they'd reveal it at least till after the tournament. I didn't think much about that ban there, but I know the Amphitheater beats a lot of stuff on my team. It's the main reason I picked Tuvine. Yeah, I feel like maybe a dedicated Doom team would win. I don't know if they even run talismans or restore. Stall harder. Yeah, no, that's honestly it. The closest I got to beating them at all this season was when I ran the Goofy Stall team with Taifu carry and Zenmed Koish. Guess you just have to hope Matt plays in all of them. Does he have a good chance into it? I guess if you have enough toxic ticks and whatever else he's cooking up this season to add on to it. Should be some fun matches to watch. I hope somebody records them. Ah, okay. Yeah. I think Matt, he'll probably have something. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I haven't run into him at all on ladder this season. I don't know if he's been playing on an alt or I heard that there's some like private scrim discords. I hope he's got something though, because somebody's got to stop. Stop from taking over. He's already got his worlds secured though. But money is on the line, so it's not like anyone's going to be taking it easy. Two-line would be nice to keep for Obi, but I don't think that's a luxury I'm going to have. I need some damage on Chromion. Are there private scrim discords? I think it's just clowns, maybe PDX playing among them. Well, that's probably what it is. Either way, I'm not a part of it. I just hear people like internally scrimming all the time, and I never see any requests to do it. Maybe? Nice. That's worth it, for sure. For sure. My boosting whip, target rip. It is. Well, if he doesn't have bush yet. Chance on fast on this Volphy's got to be like 0, but never know. Could be a slow Volphy. See him sometimes. I just don't think this is the team for it. Can't swap Tuvine anyways. Rep Tuvine. Rest in peace. Saku's slower. Just ready to reach negative speeds. Alright, so now Volphy has bush up. No speed with claws. I know I can, but like there's a Platamus, there's no Shiara. Yeah. Whip's actually helping significantly. Okay, well, I guess it doesn't really, it's just that much more stamina, but it'll probably be able to stay on the field another turn if it wants. I still have ways I can deal with Wolfie. Getting rid of Platt's more important, because that was his only toxic type. So Saku's going to be really useful still in the end game, because Oshiara and Wolfie can't really touch it. Just got to get rid of the pesky balls that are Obi. Wolfie's finally running out of steam. Marbles value. Still hate that item. Just ignore Wolfie for the rest of the entire game. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Keep it up. And he actually OXs on Wolfie here too. So that means he won't be able to bush next turn, and Obi is as good as... I don't even know if he has bush. I know I have it on mine. Ah, maybe that was the strat. Takes away 25% of its stamina that it doesn't have, and then the next 2 turns it'll have invigorized. Pain. It's kind of the reason why I stopped running the team. It just straight up loses sometimes. There's nothing you can do. GG's. It's been 2 more games already. I almost feel like I could keep going, but I really should be productive somewhat today. I don't want to play until lose either. Because then that would mean 1 and then a loss, and 2. That could be a while. Or it could be next game. So I'll just get rid of this last pup waste. See if we get a double encounter. 301 Luma, let's go! No. No. Yet another radar with no luck on stream. Alright, well, yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. For anyone who wants to join in the tournament and preferably bring a team fully dedicated to beating Stall, remember you can sign up on the temcs.gg website. And it'll lead you to Battlefy, which is the place where you'll actually sign up. Sign-ups are gonna be over like uh 6 hours after this stream ends. I don't know. Just check the time, and if you're interested, sign up. It's like there's no cost to enter. It's completely free, and there's a lot of rewards at stake, and it's also a really great experience for anyone interested in the comp scene. Even if you lose, you can just a few times you can drop out early. There's 3 spots for worlds if you get ranked high enough, so definitely give it a try. But that's gonna be all from me. I may or may not change my team again before. I don't know. I got mixed results with this, but I'm comfortable with it. I think I'll probably just go with it. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you all so much for watching and for the support. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.